Life can change in an instant. One moment, everything is perfect, the next, it's all gone. Imagine a young man, full of dreams and aspirations, building his future brick by brick. He has a loving family, a supportive community, and a burning desire to make a difference. Then, tragedy strikes. Everything he's worked for, everything he holds dear, vanishes before his eyes. His world crumbles, leaving him standing amidst the ruins of his former life. The weight of loss is heavy, crushing him beneath its immense burden. He feels lost, adrift in a sea of despair, unsure of which way to turn. The familiar comfort of his home, his family, his community, is gone, replaced by an emptiness that gnaws at his soul. The dreams he once held so close now seem distant and unattainable, like shimmering mirages in a vast desert. The pain is relentless, a constant reminder of what he's lost. He grapples with questions that have no easy answers. Why did this happen? What did he do to deserve such suffering? The silence is deafening, offering no solace or explanation. He feels abandoned, forgotten, as if the world has moved on without him. The future, once a canvas of endless possibilities, now appears bleak and uncertain, a path shrouded in darkness. He isolates himself, withdrawing from the world and the people who care about him. He is trapped in a cycle of grief, unable to escape the memories that haunt him. The vibrant colors of his life have faded, replaced by a monochrome palette of sorrow. He feels like a ship lost at sea, tossed about by the relentless waves of despair, with no land in sight. The unknown is a terrifying place filled with shadows and uncertainties. For a young man who has lost everything, the future is a vast expanse of the unknown. He is afraid, unsure of what lies ahead, and paralyzed by the fear of failure. Every step he takes feels like a gamble, a roll of the dice in a game with unpredictable outcomes. The whispers of doubt creep into his mind, feeding his anxieties and eroding his confidence. He struggles to find his footing in this new, unfamiliar landscape. The familiar landmarks of his life are gone, replaced by strange and unsettling terrain. He feels like a stranger in a strange land, navigating without a map or compass. The fear of the unknown is a constant companion, whispering doubts and insecurities into his ear. The world seems hostile, indifferent to his suffering. He sees the success of others and wonders why he has been singled out for such misfortune. He questions his own worth, his ability to overcome the challenges that lie ahead. The fear of being judged, of being seen as a failure, weighs heavily on his mind. He longs for the comfort of the familiar, for the days when his life was predictable and safe. But those days are gone, and he must find a way to navigate this new reality. He knows that he cannot stay stuck in this place of fear forever. He must find the courage to face the unknown, to embrace the challenges that lie ahead, and to forge a new path for himself. In the darkest of times, faith can be a beacon of hope, a lifeline to cling to when all else seems lost. For this young man, faith in God becomes his anchor, his source of strength and resilience. He turns to prayer, seeking solace and guidance in the midst of his despair. He finds comfort in the words of Scripture and the stories of others who have overcome adversity through faith. He begins to see his struggles not as a punishment but as a test of his faith. He believes that God has a plan for him even in the midst of his suffering. This belief gives him a sense of purpose, a reason to keep going even when he feels like giving up. He starts to see the possibility of a new beginning, a chance to rebuild his life on a stronger foundation. He finds strength in the support of his church community, in the shared faith and fellowship of others who understand his struggles. He draws inspiration from the stories of resilience and hope that he hears within the church walls. He realizes that he is not alone in his journey, that there are others who have walked a similar path and emerged stronger on the other side. His faith becomes a shield against the whispers of doubt and fear. It gives him the courage to face the unknown, to embrace the challenges that lie ahead. It reminds him that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. He learns to trust in God's plan, even when he doesn't understand it. He finds peace in the knowledge that he is not alone, that he is loved and supported by a higher power. Section 4. Seeds of Hope, Small Victories, Big Steps. Rebuilding a life from scratch is a daunting task, a long and arduous journey. But even the smallest of victories can plant seeds of hope, can ignite a spark of resilience that can carry a person through the darkest of times. For this young man, the first step is simply getting out of bed each morning, facing the day despite the weight of his grief. He starts small, setting achievable goals for himself. He focuses on the things he can control, on the small steps he can take each day to move forward. He finds a job, however menial, to provide for himself and to regain a sense of purpose. He reconnects with friends and family, rebuilding the support network that had been fractured by his loss. He begins to rediscover his passions, the things that once brought him joy. He might pick up a paintbrush, start writing poetry, or join a local football team. These small acts of self-expression become a form of therapy, a way to process his grief and to reconnect with the person he was before tragedy struck. He celebrates each small victory, each step forward, no matter how insignificant it may seem. He recognizes that progress is not always linear, that there will be setbacks and challenges along the way. But he learns to embrace these challenges as opportunities for growth, as reminders of his own strength and resilience. Section 5. A New Dawn, Embracing Resilience and Hope. The journey from despair to hope is not an easy one, but it is a journey worth taking. For this young man, the experience of losing everything and rebuilding his life has transformed him. He has emerged from the ashes of his former life stronger, more resilient and more determined than ever before. He has learned the true meaning of faith, the power of self-belief, and the importance of never giving up. He embraces his new life, not as a replacement for the one he lost, but as a testament to his own strength and resilience. He sees the scars of his past not as marks of shame, but as badges of honor, as reminders of the battles he has fought and won. He has learned to appreciate the small things in life, the simple joys that he once took for granted. He becomes a source of inspiration to others, a beacon of hope for those who are struggling with their own challenges. He shares his story, not to dwell on the pain of the past, but to offer a message of hope and resilience. He inspires others to believe in themselves, to have faith in God, and to never give up on their dreams. He looks to the future with a sense of optimism and purpose. He knows that the journey ahead may not be easy, but he is prepared to face whatever challenges may come his way. He has learned that even in the darkest of times there is always hope. He has discovered the power of resilience, the strength that comes from within, and the unwavering belief that anything is possible.